but sometimes, especially men, they hear the word yoga and they immediately turn their head because number one, they think they can't touch their toes, they're not flexible, and it's too sort of woo-woo, and you won't
Yeah,
get big muscles from doing yoga, so why would somebody do it? And frankly, when I was studying to become a yoga teacher, my intention was to do a certain pose better and longer and become more capable of harder and challenging things. But as my teachers know, I learned that yoga is so much more than what we called asana or movement. And when you're ready, we can talk about there are 8 parts of yoga. And that's when I realized that someone doing yoga doesn't only have to do a headstand or a split or a one-legged balance. That is so not necessary to be doing yoga.
right. And is there current research findings that support the use of yoga in stroke rehab, or how do you stay informed about that if it's not that huge a research area?
No, there's actually a lot of people who even might be listening to this who have either YouTubed or looked into either adaptive yoga or chair yoga. And there are other people, plenty of people, I mean, a nice handful of people who offer yoga classes in an adaptive way for people that have had stroke. So while we're not doing a live video here to do a yoga class, we're simply talking about the benefits of and how someone can
Right.
even begin to start and consider doing yoga after stroke. But in terms of research, I haven't looked at any statistical findings, but I see people who are offering yoga for people who've had stroke. And what I see is that, and what I offer is that even when somebody has a spastic or immobile limb, right? Because if you have certain types of strokes and one of your arms and or legs becomes immobile or very rigid, you're not able to do certain yoga poses. There are ways that a yoga instructor and someone mindful of the neurological, you know, uh, body system, how to adapt that for someone that's had a stroke. So I think anyone that does yoga, even if it's just being still, controlling what we call pranayama or breath, that even if it's 3 to 5 minutes is only beneficial to somebody's overall health.